My name is Kala, Arvind Kala. Ever since Mr. Modi took over India 11 years ago, the BJP, the RS, and Mr. Modi's entire party apparatus has been spreading this feeling that it's the Muslims who eat meat and it's the Christians who eat flesh, and we kind-hearted, Hindus just eat pumpkin and potatoes, etc., because we are too tender and too kind to kill an animal for food. Now, let me give you a glimpse of the real Hinduism that Mr. Modi has no idea about. 15 days ago, I was in my village, an Orthodox Hindu village in Uttarakhand, and one morning I got up and I found a healthy goat tied there in my cousin's place, abandoned place. So, 4-5 Nepali daily wagers live there who do the village work, etc. And it's a hard life. They get up in the morning, they gather firewood, they light a fire, etc., and now and then they feast on a goat. So I asked them, one of those coolies, what the economics of the goat was. So they said that they had bought the goat for 18,000. It had around 28 kgs. They had worked out an agreement with the villagers. They would sell 10 kgs of those 28 kgs to the bazaar, and 10 kgs to villagers, and the rest they would eat themselves. So, and now here I come to Hinduism and Mr. Modi's misinformation all over India. My village is a village of Brahmins, Orthodox Brahmins. I am a Brahmin also, unlike Mr. Modi, who's an OBC. So, and this is the citadel. Uttarakhand is the citadel of Hinduism, which is India's holiest river, the Ganges, any day. And the Ganges originates in my area, in my state, and which are the most visited pilgrim places: Hardwar and Rishikesh and Badrinath and Kedarnath, etc. So this is the place. This gets around 45 lakh Hindus a year, as pilgrims. Even a guy sitting in Madras, if his father dies, he will float to his father's ashes in the Ganges at Hardwar, the assigned place, the most holy place in that sense. Now, now my village guys, 10 kilos they bought. They bought. So, so kind-hearted we are, etc. And this is a Brahmin village. Now, let me get to a contiguous state where I also happen to spend a lot of time next to west of Uttarakhand. That's Himachal. Here also, here I spend several months in a year, and every year, they cut nine in a ceremony. They cut 9 sheep or goats, and one buffalo. And the buffalo is not eaten. The buffalo is just sacrificed. There's a pit dug for the buffalo. They bury the thing, and in the evening, the entire village gathers, and they feast on those 9 sheep or goats that have been slaughtered, And this is, mind you, Himachal Pradesh has only one Muslim in 1,000 Hindus. So where does that all that come from? Now these are Orthodox Hindu places, and all across. So Mr. Modi is the thing. We are so kind-hearted. All we do is wear white dhotis, and we are next to the Ganges and doing the Jai Mata Ki, and we are devoted to God, etc. Bloody nothing can be more further from the truth. Now, all coastal people have always lived on fish. All riverine people along the Ganges or Narmada, etc., they've lived on fish. The vast number of vegetarians are in North India, from Punjab to Haryana to Delhi, UP to some extent, Madhya Pradesh, and Gujarat. Gujarat is perhaps the most vegetarian state. And the Gujaratis of India have the worst bodies. You look at Amit Shah, the guy doesn't have any strength in his body. Gujarat is the only state in India which does not produce a military regiment. Every other state produces a military regiment. So this is what it is, and it's only the Muslims who eat meat, and it's the Hindu and the Christians who eat meat, and they're contaminating our culture, and we kind people. How long can this carry on? Now, Mr. Modi's lies and everything about this administration is so disgusting, and the saddest thing about the trouble is that they're very foolish people. All of them, Mr. Modi, Amit Shah, all of them, they're very foolish people. It's a very foolish party. But they've led India's Hindus, 1100 million Hindus, into stupidity. I've seen the transformation, the metamorphosis of Hindus of my generation, from Stephens, from privileged backgrounds, etc. They've become more and more foolish. I've seen in their conversation, and another thing with the increasing foolishness of the Hindus, it's accompanied by a sense of conquest. Oh, we are under Modi, we are becoming like this, because and they're very foolish. They have they're idiots. Actually, a lot of Hindus, I must say, confess very sadly, because that they have become very foolish, because Mr. Modi and Mr. Shah and his entire party apparatus has been taking India towards extreme stupidity. And why are they doing this? Well, they can't do any better, because a foolish person can only show you a foolish path. But they're doing this because they win elections. If you keep people foolish, then they will elect these foolish leaders, etc. So these are thoughts that occur to me. Everything here is nonsense. Hinduism is Muslims are different, Christians are different, their religions are alien. Now, all the Buddhists of the world live in East Asia. They don't say that Buddhism is not our religion, because Gautam Buddha was born in India, on the border of India and Nepal. The Christians, most of the Christians live in Latin America and America, etc., etc. And Christianity was born in Jerusalem or Bethlehem, whichever place in the Middle East. Most of the Islam was born in Mecca, but most of the Muslims live in Indonesia and India and Pakistan and Bangladesh. That's where the biggest number of. Now, none of those countries say that this is an Indonesian Muslim will not say, how can I follow an alien religion because it's come from distant Mecca? It's only in this land of foolish people. And the meat is really, I mean, that's an illustration of how foolish this whole place is. Now, in Bengal, everybody eats meat. I go to Goa every year. I've been going for 20 years. And they used to be cow meat allowed till 12, 13 years ago. And the cow meat used to come from, the beef used to come from abattoirs in Karnataka. So this was the reality of India, and these people have distorted everything. Don't eat this and don't eat that, etc., etc. And that's what I wanted to say. Is just a very, very disgusting place, India. Well, friends, please forward this video to everybody you know. Please subscribe if you would like to, and I'll bid you farewell. See you later, alligator.